Hello, everyone. Welcome again to Woodside SDA Youth, where we are doing 365 days with Jesus because every single day we want to talk to God in prayer and also listen to what He has to say to us through the reading of His holy word. It has been a great journey, and guys, it has been very difficult to keep up with these readings, especially for myself. There's so many responsibilities to do, but I realize that the most important thing is for me to reconnect with God through the reading of His holy word. Is the best thing that you can do when you feel overwhelmed. Is the best thing you can do when you are, in the middle of so much stress. If you are feeling down and have anxiety, this is the best thing that you can do. Pray to God, listen to His holy word, read His holy word, and also, spend time with family. Reach out to friends, reach out to people who can help you out. There's so many things going on, but guys, we are not alone. We have God. We have, our friends and family. We are not alone here, guys. So we are all facing hard things, but we can make it, guys. God will never fail us. Guys, the reading for today. Today we are starting the book of Second Chronicles. Yesterday we finished the book of First Chronicles. We ended in David's death and Solomon, now the new king of Israel. So let us get straight into the chapters, see what they talked about. The reading was from chapter 1 all the way to chapter 4. But don't let the reading scare you. These chapters are not too long. That's why there are 4 chapters to read. So the first one, we see that Solomon asks wisdom from God so that he can be able to carry out the responsibilities he have. Wonderful scene. He didn't choose riches. He didn't choose all these enjoyable things in life. He chose wisdom because in his mind the most important thing was to carry out God's will in his life, and in order to do that he needed wisdom, and that is what he asked for. There are many times where we ask for some things that we don't even need. We need faith. We need all those things, and we don't even ask for those things, guys. So very nice lesson here in Solomon asking for wisdom. In chapter 2, we see the preparation for the building of the temple. And the next 3 chapters pretty much give more details on the process of building the temple of God. Same as the account that we see in Second Kings. I don't really have time to see which details were added or which details were not present in both accounts. But here we have again the preparation of the temple. In chapter 3, we have the temple being built. And in chapter 4, we see the finishing touches of the temple are being made. So, guys, let us go straight up to the 3 points that we always do on these videos. The first point is what new things I learned. A lot of these things are similar to what I read in Second Kings, but there's always something new that pops up to you that you probably missed on other accounts, or maybe this account of the same story that's found in Second Kings has some additional details. One interesting thing that I saw was that in Second Chronicles chapter 1, it says that King Solomon had a lot of chariots, that he had something called chariot cities. So in these cities, I don't know, but I'm guessing that he had you know specialized cities to build the chariots or to store all his chariots. I don't know, but he had chariot cities. Also, a lot of the new details that I found was the materials that were used, the workers, the skills, that were used to build this temple of God. So much attention to detail that went on building this temple. So, guys, let us now go to the second question that I have, which is second point, which is what questions do I have? One of the questions that I have is it's found in chapter, I think it was chapter 2 or chapter 1. Well, pretty much where it talks about Solomon making a census similar to the one that his father did. Actually, this is the second census that takes place after the census that his father did, and we all know that the result of that was not very good. David did this against God's orders and stuff. So my question is, what's the difference between this census and the other census? Was there any different motivations? Was David's motivation of making a census like a bad thing? Was Solomon's mentality a different? What was the difference here? Why was one bad and had terrible outcomes, and why was the other one such a huge blessing? That is pretty much my question. So the third point in this video is what message does God have for you today? And just reading so many details about the temple just made me realize how much things we need to pay attention in our worship, or in the programs that we do in our churches. Sometimes, you know, we are all busy, we all have our responsibilities, that when programs in our churches come, there are many times where we just, rush things, or a lot of things happen that we need to improvise, uh, you know, and sometimes it comes out good, sometimes it doesn't come out that good. However, God is very faithful with us, that even though through our imperfections, His message is able to go across. But there are times that we need to self analyze ourselves and ask ourselves, am I doing enough for the church? Am I doing my best for this program? Am I doing my best for God? Am I planning out things carefully? Am I taking my time the same way I take my time for things of work, for things of the family, for things of school? Am I taking that special time for the things of God, for the things of the church, for the things, of your responsibilities for God? I feel like sometimes we leave God's things last. But as we see here, the temple was the most important thing for these people, that all of the work, all of the resources, all of their energies was used to build this temple, to make sure everything was perfect according to God's plan. And guys, there's many times where we like to leave God's responsibilities last. And of course, um, we need to pay attention to our responsibilities at work, at home, and everything. But let us not, use our last bit of energy for God's plans. Let us not use our last bit of energy to carry out the church programs that we've been in charge of. I've been guilty of these things, that sometimes I focus too much on my own life, and when it comes to the things of the church, it's very hard for me to give 100%, because I just give so much to everything else, and I forget to save energy, or to give all of my energy, my strength and weaknesses to God, so that He can take over. Guys, this is a reminder that the same way these people, they made God's things top priority, we need to make God's things top priority. We need to make God's programs top priority. We need to make all these events top priority, because if we do that, God's going to bless us. God is going to bless so many other people. Other people are going to see us, our example, and they're going to want to join the church. They're going to feel more attracted to, speak to us, to join the programs, guys. And sometimes they don't do that, or that doesn't happen because we don't give 100%. We come to the church tired. We don't have any, energy left. But guys, this is the time, this is the moment where we have to decide to give everything to God. To say, God, I want to do my best for your church. I want to do my best in every single program. And even though I have so many responsibilities, please help me to do my best. Guys, there are some things that we need to shift around our schedule. Maybe something is taking away the time that we need to dedicate to God. We need to self analyze ourselves, see what is taking that time away from God, and, make a decision to give your 100% to God. The same way these people gave 100% to carry out this plan of building the temple of God. We want to build, the church. We want to make this church grow. We want to make everybody join in, because God's second coming, Jesus' second coming, is closer and closer every single day. So, guys, please let us make this decision. Ask God in prayer tonight. Please, Lord, help me give my 100% for your duties, for your plan, for the church plans and church events, so that, in my efforts, in your work, in your plan, other people can join the church. Guys, this has been the message for today. I'll see you again tomorrow, and God bless you.